Welcome, Transformers fans. My name is Composite EnerJoe, and today I will be reviewing my first military vehicle on this show, and that would be this feller. This is Transformers the movie, Deluxe class, Wreckage. And here is his alt mode. And it's a pretty cool alt mode. This is specifically a LAV C2 APC, or well, the APC stands for Amphibious Personnel Carrier, or Armored Personnel Carrier. Yeah, this is a military vehicle, and a pretty cool one at that. And I'm not just saying that because of the Arctic camo. But yeah, this is Wreckage. Check out all that nice details. It's all over. And check out his weaponry. He's got a mounted gun here. I think that's a machine gun. And these two things are also machine guns, but they're also those are also his robot mode weapons that are stored away in his vehicle mode. In fact, this is probably one of my favorite Transformers that can actually store. One of my favorite ways to store the weapons on a Transformer. It's probably one of the best, one of my favorite ones that does that. So yeah, this is Wreckage, and Wreckage. Well, not only is he my first military vehicle that I've reviewed on the show, he's also the first non-movie Transformer. And what that means is that he is part of the movie toy line, but he never really showed up in the movie. He does, however, technically show up in the comics, the movie tie-in comics, and he was planned. The story is that he was planned to be in the first movie, but towards the end of the production of the film, they ended up cutting him along with RC on the Autobot side. Now, if I remember correctly, the explanation they gave for why they cut RC was that there wasn't enough time, or they didn't have a good enough reason to explain a female robot. There's just, which I kind of understand, but it's kind of dumb why they did that. I think there's probably more to it. But I don't remember why they cut this guy out, because this guy is actually really, really awesome. I love this guy. This guy's one of my favorites of the movie toys. Wreckage is awesome, and I really wish that he did show up in the movie. So yeah, this is his awesome vehicle mode. Like I said, it's an APC, which is stands for it's either Armored Personnel Carrier or Amphibious Personnel Carrier. Yeah, this thing would technically go into the water, go in the water, and then back out with nice wheels. Yeah, if you turn him upside down, you pretty much see the robot there, and from the side you can kind of see his feet, which is fine, but you know what? It doesn't interfere. He actually rolls quite nicely. So, let's get to his transformation, which is pretty awesome. First, you come back here, pop this forward, untabbing this from this up here, from these pegs from these ports, and then you lift this up. Just lift it up carefully, and there you have. These are his weapons. So, take this, slide, well, not slide, but sort of fold it out, and then pop it out. Same up here, pop it out. Then these we'll put right here on this. We'll put them to the side, and I'll bring them back in robot mode. And then, let's see, come down here, fold out the legs, feet forward, separate, fold these back out. This thing, let's see, fold that down, and now then come up here, separate his arm there, separate that. See if that will separate that. Let's see, should have separated. There we go. Let's see. And now comes you basically go from this, pull it out, you pull it out. And then you get to the one automorph that this guy can do, which a lot of the 2007 movie line did have some automorphs, except for Barricade, strangely enough. And the no, that Bumblebee also had it. Yeah, Barricade, strangely enough, didn't have any automorphs. How strange. And you go here, take this bit here, and you're supposed to, you come back here, take the turret, you push it through. You're basically get this thing and push it through here. Push it through, and it automorphs. Do that again so you can see it. It automorphs the whole chest. This goes down, sets it up, and then with that through, you fold this up, and not really peg. It doesn't really peg. It doesn't really peg securely or anything, which is my one. Well, I'll get to it in a second. My complaints I'll get into in a second. And here we have, in his awesome, really awesomely intimidating robot mode, Wreckage. And man, do I wish that this guy was in the movie. Really do. That he was in the movie. Because he is awesome. Just check out that face. Hold on. See if you can get it. That is a menacing face. This, in fact, now that I look at it, doesn't it kind of look like a Megatron? Like, this could be a Megatron face. Like, it's kind of cool. In fact, it looks... This guy looks like he could pass off in like in another show, in Prime. Yeah, he looks like he could. This guy could, I think, could fit into the Transformers Prime universe as well. Because that's an awesome looking face with, and he does have a light piping, so he's got it. But you can barely see it because of his tiny eyes and the fact that all of this is here. But he does it, and well, might as well get to my one. I only have one complaint with this guy. One, the fact that this, and if you move his arms, it just does. It'll tend to do that. It doesn't. His basically his chest area does not peg anywhere. It doesn't click. It just sits there. And if you try and move it, it'll do that. That is annoying. That is the one problem with this guy. If not, he'd be perfect. He'd be perfect. Love this guy. So then, if you got to move around, you have to make sure that this is nice and tight. This is the back. Give you a nice view of everything. And let me then show you what he has. Well, first off, this right here, this chest thing, that's a cannon. He's got a belly. He's got a chest cannon. That is awesome. Now let's get to his weapons, which he can hold them, but it looks weird. He can hold them, but it looks kind of weird. What you're supposed to do is peg these under here. Well, on this side, peg these. See, peg, port. You know what to do. All holes must be filled. Put it over here. And there you have him. Now he has some guns on his forearms. However, these do more than just that. Okay, if you see there, that's a switch. You flip the switch, and hold on, flip the switch. Like I said, flip the switch. Okay, we'll do it with this one. That one I don't want to do it. So, flip the switch, and it's a sword. And let's try to see if this one wants to do it now. Oh, there we go. Gotta have some clearance for it with it. Now he has a sword. Now he has twin swords. However, that's not all. When these blades are open, they have another cool thing. Let me just set them off. You can actually combine these together. Yeah. Before the mech tech weapons, this guy could do it. This guy was ahead of his time. He's awesome. Combine it together, and now you have a double lance weapon, which you just pop under here. Now he has a bigger sword. Now he has a double sword. He can go all Darth Maul on people, which is pretty amazing how they managed to do this, and on a movie one figure of all things. Like, you see all of the other ones, they like a lot of them don't come with as much stuff as this guy. Like, this guy was ahead of his time. He feels like he should be in like the Revenge of the Fallen or even later Dark of the Moon line with how much he can do. And it just begs the question, why wasn't this guy in the movie? It would have been awesome. So let's get to, hold on. Separate that. Fold it back up. Let's get to some articulation. So that far, these are ball joint. Whoop. If you hold it there, ball joint, head also on ball joint, and ball joint, ball joint, and as we all know, ball joints do what ball joints do. This guy also has a double elbow. He got a double joint here, so he has double elbow. That far up, that far down. This side, same thing. Knees that far, but because of transformation, can also do that. That's because of transformation. And oh, forgot, these are also on ball joints. His feeties are on ball joints, and I've already said it. And his hands can also move. They also swivel a bit, but you can't do it because of this part. But yeah, let me put his weapons back on. Yeah, overall, this guy honestly is awesome, and I think, and it's just one of the things that baffles me. This guy's there's almost something weird about this guy, and that's, he's so good, like, at least for me, I love this guy. This guy's one of my favorites. He's just so awesome. The transformation is cool. The weapon storage is cool. And I think, can he sword like Robo? I think he could, but it's a tight fit. He has a nice sort of silhouette and profile. Like, this guy is just awesome. And I wish that he was in the movie. He's just one of those characters that I wish was in the movie. I don't know how many people share my excitement for this guy, but he's really cool. And here's the weird part: such a good character that I wish they would have I'm surprised. Like, you see all these other characters that get their molds reused and retooled and repainted. This guy was only used, as great as he was only repainted once as a bludgeon in Revenge of the Fallen. I believe it was Revenge of the Fallen. He was in a 2-pack, and he was repainted into bludgeon. It's the same figure, but just in bludgeon colors, which is fine. It's a great figure. Like I said, the one thing is that I wish that this whole chest assembly was either would peg somewhere, would snap into place. But yeah, I really like this guy a lot, and I highly recommend it for any collector to hunt him down. Preferably this one more than the bludgeon, because I like the white camo that it has. Because I think it makes them stand out, since there aren't too many, white Transformers. You rarely see this color style. Even the red makes it kind of pop and more intimidating. Like, you kind of see it. It's like, okay, he's hiding, and then boom, he wants you to know where he is. He wants to fight you head on. He's a tough cookie. And just, yeah, I know I'm gushing, and this is pretty one-sided, but like, I really like this figure. I think it's a really solid figure. Like, all over, and I think he is worth having in your collection because of all the stuff it does, especially if you're able to get his awesome weapons as well. Because it's just, you don't expect that from this guy, that not only are their guns, their swords, and they also combined into a double sword. There's just so much stuff he can do, plus he's got a gun on his chest as well. There's just so much stuff he can do, that you can do with him, and it's just sort of unexpected. That's more as what he is. He's sort of out of he's a what's the word I'm looking for? He's sort of a wild card. You were not expecting him to do anything. Like, you see this guy, you hear his name, it's like, oh, he's just that guy. But then you get him, and he's like, wow, he's pretty cool. And it's just, you're not expecting him. This guy, I would call this guy a diamond in the rough, and that's pretty much how I would see him. He's really cool, and I really like him. Now, there's a lot of other figures in the first movie Toyland that were pretty good. Not saying that they were all junk or anything. They were all pretty good. But this guy was one of those that, like, it's more than you expect. So you could even say that he is more than meets the eye. Huh? Yeah, I know that was bad. Well, whatever. This has been my review of the Transformers, the movie, Deluxe Class, Wreckage. This is Composite EnerJoe, signing off. Peace out.